So the karma mark in Boruto, initially it came off as like, oh, it's another curse mark, a lot of the things that Orochimaru has used in the past, like to put on Sasuke or whatever. But as the series has been developing, the manga, it seems as though there's a lot more to this technique or this seal, whatever you want to call it, this curse mark, I guess, this advanced curse mark, that meets the eye. Let's talk about it.
Whether Facebook, Twitter, or the two, make sure to steer clear, cause I'm coming through like...
So when Boruto, the anime and the manga first started, we see, of course, these markings all over Boruto and, you know, the person he's fighting, Kawaki, which now in the manga he's been introduced and we know a lot more about this character. And we see these markings and they're called karma. We didn't know at the time what they were, but it kind of was a precursor to what we was going to get into, because again, when I first seen these marks, I just thought like, it's something similar to what Orochimaru did, nothing special, we already know it, whatever. But as the series has been progressing, it's just been developing one thing after another. I did not expect for this mark to be this intricate and this kind of different. And one of the things I want to say is that, for starters, I feel as though karma is going to change the Boruto battles or the Narutoverse battles in a major way, because one of the things that we recently got that was a revelation for karma is that Jigen himself was able to transmit himself, kind of like use the karma mark inside of Kawaki as a teleportation device. Like he teleported from where he was and came out of Kawaki's hand and was able to jump there. So imagine in the battles between Kawaki and Boruto, what could possibly happen. First of all, we don't know in that final battle that we see at the beginning of the series if Jigen is inside of Kawaki's body or what happened, because as of right now, if Jigen is able to do this and he's trying to seemingly, you know, use Kawaki as a vessel, then there's a huge possibility that Momoshiki could possibly return, either via taking over Boruto's body or possibly using that seal or whatever, you know, the karma mark through wherever from Boruto's body to be able to return. Maybe he has his chakra inside of him, so we could possibly see the return of one of the major villains, or one of the strongest villains for that matter in the Narutoverse thus far, Momoshiki, because if he's inside of Boruto in some way or another, whether it be his chakra or anything like that, then there's a high probability that he could return, because we've seen that the Otsutsuki, they're ridiculously strong, they always have a new technique here or there, so there's a huge possibility that alone karma could rebirth Momoshiki again, either trying to take over Boruto's body or just in general being able to manifest again. It's not that far-fetched if you think about it, especially the fact that if you look at Orochimaru's curse seal, right? When Sasuke was fighting Itachi, Orochimaru was able to come out of Sasuke's curse mark and was kind of still alive, even though we thought he was dead. And that's that again, that curse mark is way nothing close to what this karma mark is. So if Orochimaru was able to do that with that measly curse mark that I hate to say that because like it was so awesome back in the day, but you get what I'm saying in comparison, then there's no doubt in my mind that Momoshiki could return, and who knows what else, who knows what type of chakra, like, because it seems as though, based on what I've seen thus far with it, or what's been displayed, is that these people get a karma mark whenever, or at the very least Boruto was able to do it when he defeated an Otsutsuki. Now, the one that was put in Kawaki was an artificial one, but who's to say that they didn't get it from an Otsutsuki as well, because we know that Kaguya wasn't obviously the only Otsutsuki. We got Momoshiki, I believe there was what, like 2 people that showed up at first, and in the anime there was that third person, was it Kinshiki? I can't remember all the names, but there was quite a few of them, not to mention that Tonetti was pretty much one of them as well, even though in the anime he's stuck on the moon. So we could have so many possibilities of the Otsutsuki returning, or just insanity based on these karma marks alone. If Orochimaru was able to pop out of, you know, one of his marks, God knows what could happen with the karma mark. Seems based on the karma mark as well that like there's a major connection between Kawaki and Boruto. Whenever Kawaki goes through something, Boruto feels it and his karma mark starts activating and spreading, and vice versa. So again, there's just so much to the karma mark that we still haven't even learned yet. Not to mention, another thing that happened in the recent chapter was that a horn started driving out of Kawaki's head from, you know, Jigen showing up. Now, I don't know if that was a byproduct of the fact that Jigen is slowly but surely using this body of Kawaki's as a vessel to kind of become him. And again, that could also happen with Boruto, but we didn't see them with horns in the first battle like in the beginning. It could mean that, hey, they just got warmed up, and as they keep on progressing, the karma mark is going to advance, because I'm imagining if that wasn't like, you know, hey, that was their peak right there when they first started fighting in the beginning of the series, Boruto and Kawaki, then there's a huge possibility that we could see these people with like Otsutsuki horns looking like Otsutsuki fighting as that battle progresses, based on karma just continue to evolve. Like, we've seen also that the karma mark is kind of like a tracker in a way. Jigen was able, again, to kind of pinpoint the location, and he was saying like, hey, it's not that much different with, what do you think they're doing with, you know, the arm, that false arm that you have? The Hokage is probably trying to use that to track you down. So another thing is that karma mark is kind of like, you can't hide nowhere because they're always going to find you. So the karma mark has advanced dramatically, and again, we could see the possibilities of the Otsutsuki returning. At the very least, we could almost guarantee that Boruto could have Momoshiki return. There was a reason why, even when he's seen him inside of his head, Momoshiki doesn't seem in despair. He doesn't seem like, oh man, all hope is lost. If anything, he's looking at it like, yeah, don't worry, kid, I got you. But here's where we could possibly see like a change. We know that in Naruto, the original series, Naruto had Kurama inside of him, and it seems as though with Boruto's case at the very least, Momoshiki might kind of be like, you know, how Kurama was to Naruto. There's a possibility that at the very least on one side of it, maybe Kawaki won't be able to change Jigen, because Jigen, first of all, he's like seemingly the head of the Otsutsuki. He's the person that came down from the sky with Kaguya when she first appeared. We could see possibly though on Boruto's side, maybe he could change Momoshiki's heart in due time. I don't know if that's even possible with the Otsutsuki. I mean, technically it is, because think about it, Kaguya, when she first came, she kind of tried to be with a human, and that's how she had, you know, her children and stuff like that. So it's not far-fetched as well that we could see Boruto through time, again, through this connection of karma, be able to change Momoshiki's heart, and who knows, maybe Momoshiki will be the Kurama to him, similar to Kurama was to Naruto. But with all the advancement we have with the karma mark thus far in Boruto, I'm kind of curious what you guys think. For starters, do you think there's a possibility that Boruto using karma in the fight against Kawaki, they're both going to have like Otsutsuki horns? Also, what do you think about the fact that it's kind of like a tracking device in a way, with like Jigen being able to pinpoint Kawaki's location? And in general, with the karma mark, based on the fact that Orochimaru's curse mark was way less advanced and able to do a lot of crazy things like make Orochimaru return from the dead, do you think we could see that via Momoshiki inside of Boruto? He could return, not even taking over Boruto's body, he could just straight up at some given point when he's strong enough where the karma mark is right, be able to return solely off that. I mean, if Jigen is able to jump from, he was I think in like, you know, the Otsutsuki palace, and able to jump right into Naruto's living room, all bets are off with the karma mark. And your overall thoughts and expectations for the karma mark? Definitely, this has been a wild card in all of this that I did not expect to play such an intricate part, but also it seems as though it evolves, and I'm just dying to see what they're going to look like in their final battle. If this keeps evolving and they start growing on Otsutsuki, you know, features and whatnot, this is going to look crazy. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Can't forget the music though. Hold on, let me play y'all something.
You never gonna fly, even if you try. You never gonna ride. Gotta keep your head up, even if you cry. That's just one more